Hello, everybody. So we are doing a react to Spider-Man versus Miles Morales. Sorry, Deku versus Spider-Man. Uh, Deku is a character I very much so enjoy, and we are going to be watching his death battle, as well as a good handful of other death battles that I haven't seen in years, as I am an avid fan of death battle. So I'm going to pull this down. Boop. Alrighty. Yeah, and I apologize. I don't have my headphones on me because I'm recording this not in my usual setup. So we are going to just turn this up a pinch. That'll do, yeah. Theater mode.
Miles Morales versus Izuku Midoriya.
Spider-Man versus Deku. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right, let's take this from the top again. This is Peter Parker. He was bitten by a radioactive spider, and for who knows how long, he's been the one and only Spider-Man.
A friendly neighbor to all of New York City. In a universe filled with super soldiers, hulking green Goliaths, and world-shattering gods, Spider-Man is there to look out for the little guy.
But in a multiverse of infinite possibilities, that doesn't always last forever. Like in Universe 1610, when NYC's Webhead got iced on the job.
The city was left without its protector. But fortunately, Peter wasn't the only one.
I like how in that movie all Peter Parkers look the same. I guess that makes sense in retrospect, but it's just kind of funny that it's just kind of funny. But like, dang.
Who got bit?
It's the same guy but blonde. I also find it really funny that in this movie, for like Gwen's Peter, they just used the same model. They didn't like do what they did in the second movie and had like a younger Peter model.
Enter Miles Morales, a young teen from Brooklyn just trying to figure out his place in the world, and now he had it thrust upon him.
The canon event to start all canon events. Now it was Miles' turn to be the hero the Big Apple needed, and he had all the usual spider kit to help him out.
This spider...
GameSpot? I don't get the reference. The canon events, Gwen, good job. Naruto, yeah.
Carried the Oz formula, a genetics-enhancing serum that granted Miles superhuman strength, speed, and the ability to alter his body's electron attraction to crawl along any surface.
And you can't forget that classic spider sense, an internal warning system that lets Miles know about incoming threats so he can react ahead of time. He even got an upgrade that acts like a radar, letting him see through stuff.
But no spider person is complete without their web shooters. Given to him by Peter's Aunt May,
Nano mesh vibranium suit, Wakanda web shooters, spider powers, yeah. Venom powers. Show the side. Oh my god, these subtitles are so huge. Venom based, yeah.
These webs have all sorts of applications between swinging, grabbing, restraining, projectiling, and being made into constructs.
Not having Peter around to show him the ropes made things a lot tougher though. And between mishaps with wall crawling and web slinging, Miles got off to a rocky start.
Like any typical teenager, he had a lot of self-doubt. Could he keep up in school? What was the right way to talk to girls?
And how could he live up to being Spider-Man when one of the villains he had to face turned out to be his very own uncle? Makes family dinner so awkward. All that, trying to kill you stuff.
Fortunately, Miles had a leg up on every other superhero known to man.
Living parents! Better yet, loving parents. They supported him when things got tough, even if they didn't always see eye to eye. And thanks to them, he learned that the best way to be Spider-Man wasn't to do it like Peter, but
actually, in retrospect, I actually kind of want to take a peek back at those costume designs, because like some of them kind of were fire. Oh. Hey, you recognize that one.
do it his own way.
And it helped that this particular spider had a bit more to its bite than Peter's. Miles has a variety of unique powers, like invisibility and venom.
Not like Tom Hardy, though it is weird to give your main power the same name as one of your bad guys. Come on, Spidey, branding is important.
Miles can harness his own bioelectric energy.
Are these like stylized off the PS5 game? If so, that's actually kind of cool. Generates bioelectricity, allowing him to produce powerful venom blasts that he can stun his enemies, destroy technology, and infuse webs, transmitting electric shock. I just want to make sure and check. Yep, everything's still recording. Cool.
And weaponize it, which is especially effective against individuals with genetic mutations.
Punching, absorbing, blasting, mega blasting. Hell, he can even make electric constructs out of this stuff, like biowebbing and a damn sword. Jeez, what kind of spider was this?
It's not entirely science fiction. Studies have shown that certain species of spiders, such as the Linnaeufeidae, have a process known as ballooning. By spinning a thread of their silk, they can use the Earth's natural electric fields to fly, traveling up to hundreds of miles. No pun intended.
Well, whatever kind of bite it was, it gave Miles the edge he needed to find his worth as Spider-Man.
Miles can dodge gunshots, missiles, and lightning bolts. He survived all sorts of beatings, including a building exploding on top of him.
Oh, geez, Spidey could lift buildings and dodge light-speed attacks, and Miles is more than a match for him.
Like the time he absorbed the energy of a bomb that was going to vaporize Harlem, a blast that would have equaled 15 million tons of
While the suit was performed in Insomniac Earth, Miles Morales, the denizen of the universe are comparable to the power of that universe and the comic crossovers. Also, that reminds me, Hulk versus Godzilla is tomorrow, isn't it? Maybe we'll see if I have downtime tomorrow, we can peek.
TNT.
He's gotten kudos from a ton of older heroes too, becoming a member of the New Ultimates and the Avengers. He even helped form the Champions, a team of teenage superheroes with the likes of Miss Marvel and Ironheart.
The King of Wakanda himself even suited him up with some Wakandan vibranium.
The same stuff as T'Challa's own suit. This super rare and tough metal can absorb kinetic energy and vibrational impacts.
It helps to regulate Miles's venom powers too, allowing him to better control his electrical output.
The vibranium is thinner to better fit his acrobatic fighting style, but it can still shake off most fatal attacks like they're nothing. This stuff is tough enough that Deadpool's swords have shattered against it.
Though it's not as durable as, say, Captain America's shield, and enough kinetic energy will overload it.
Don't be near it when it does, or you'll end up like the Falcon here when he used his vibranium wings to stop a bomb that was gonna blow up New York City. That's twice now. Does any other city have to deal with this stuff?
But when vibranium and spider powers still
I love this color scheme, genuinely. It's
aren't enough, Miles can push his electrical output into overdrive.
Giving him huge boosts in strength and speed, and making him a whole lot zappier. It's your classic shonen power-up, and he knows it too. He's a bit of a weeb, and has a thing for mimicking some favorites.
Despite his initial insecurities, Miles has more than managed to live up to his predecessor, no longer standing in the shadow, but side by side.
Literally, his universe got blown up, and he was sent to the main 616 timeline, along with his
You know, that should just remind me, it's not about Miles, but it's about, like, the new Peter, or, like, the Tom Holland that we're getting. We know that the guy can make his own synthetic web stuff. I wonder how he's gonna do that. I'm guessing he's probably just gonna have to find a way to do that with money or some shit. I don't know. He's gonna be broke, but it's gonna be funny. We'll see when that comes out, what, like, next year?
family. And now it's him and Peter as a pair of...
Ah, yes, the suit that everybody hated. The Funko Pop looks great. Okay, I've grown to like it a little more retiring, but like, dear God, Miles, what the fuck with this texture? This looks like your like those like kitty backpacks. You know, like, at least put the hood up, bro.
Spider Bros.
He's even become one of the big players of
Blew the giant symbiote dragon, lifted most of the building, took hits from giant woman, dodged missiles, lasers, lightning lasers. Stop the Inferior, Stop Wildlife, The Alternate Universe, Saved Off Universe, Evil Clone, won an Oscar, hell yeah. Defeated Prowler, Green Goblin, Venom, and Mr. Damon. Fine.
the Spider-Verse, teaming up with all sorts of other spider variants to defend the multiverse.
There's anime spider people, robot spider people, dinosaur spider people, spider people, a whole lot of them, each with their...
Oh, every time I see that Spider-Man, I always makes me think of the one, I forget what it's called, like, the Spider-Man was immortal, where basically it would, like, he would, like, tear himself, like, I believe it's a fan-made comic, but he'd, like, tear himself apart into pieces. And then he'd, like, you know, so he can be, like, two places at once, or, like, because he'd take, like, mortal damage, he'd have to, like, he rebuild himself slowly, something like that. I don't remember specifically, but, like, it's really freaking cool.
own way of getting the job done. Miles even led him into battle against the Inheritors, a bunch of interdimensional vampire assholes.
This is what Stan Lee was proudest of in his favorite superhero. Regardless of who they were, any sort of person could wear the mask and do the right thing. For so long as we stay true to ourselves and help others in our own unique ways, then anyone can be a hero. But what is...
So the My Hero universe, this episode contains explodes fanning in My Hero Academia. Yeah. So I probably should note this. And since My Hero Academia manga's done and the final season airs in like 2 months, which damn. Oh, that's gonna hit hard. Anyways, yeah, so there's gonna be spoilers. So if you wanna, well, if you wanna wait, like I don't know, let's see how long. Like 10 minutes. I'll try to pause in between the. I'll try to pause a little bit before the battle actually starts in case I overshoot that. Because I don't feel like doing extra editing. But yeah, the My Hero universe is actually like nuts with power scaling, like unironically. It's really funny. Cause like everybody has like faster than light speeds pretty much. Like most people do.
A hero. To the citizens of Japan, there was no one more synonymous with the word than their symbol of peace.
All
Oh
Might,
my
the
God.
big numero uno. With a smile on his face, he could save anyone and win any fight, no matter what.
Or so it
Jessica
seemed.
Rabbit.
After a battle with his arch nemesis All For One, All Might was grievously injured. His time as a beacon of hope was coming to an end, and he would need to find someone to pass on the torch.
In this world, most human beings evolved to have their own individual superpowers, or quirks, but not everyone is lucky enough to get one. Like this kid named
God, seeing the series in its old art style versus now is so interesting, and I plan to when after the final season airs and I watch it, to go back and watch the series from beginning to end, especially because I followed it up subbed, and then like later went back and watched some of the episodes dubbed. I plan to watch it through like dubbed just to get the different reactions and to hear properly some voices. But I haven't got to hear, dubbed for a long while. But still, like, I've been watching a series subbed, and God, it's good if you ignore the fandom and the ship wars.
Suku Midoriya, or as local bully Bakugo like to call him, the good-for-nothing Deku.
Izuku wanted to save people.
Deku is 5'6"? Damn, bro. Also, romantic. Oh, you know one of them. That's funny. Yeah, Deku's 5'6". Fuck. Yeah, yeah. Wow.
Just like All
He's
Might, but even his
I'm
idol
like
told him
power
that he would have
back
to give up on his dreams.
Forever the beta male in the shadow of Bakugo and his Sigma quirk, until he got the chance to alpha up and lend his
Ew.
rival a helping hand.
Wait, so he's 16 then, so it's an 8-year time skip? I thought it was like a 10-year time skip.
Proving himself worthy of All Might's torch.
And so after months of training, Izuku was granted All Might's quirk, One for All. This power allows him to boost his strength to incredible heights, using it for smashing attacks named after specific US locales, and a soccer club.
Or football, as they call it.
Straight punches, spikes, even finger flicks, One for All is the ultimate in strength-enhancing quirks.
The first time he used it, Izuku destroyed this giant robot in a single blow, on accident. Too bad it wasn't the only thing he destroyed, though. Damn, that looks like it hurts.
One for All's power was so great that the recoil would shatter Izuku's limbs when he used it. In the hands of an improper vessel, One for All could cause their body to explode, so Izuku would need to continuously train.
I need you guys to understand how fucking strong even quirkless Deku is. Like, that bro is still superhuman. Like, without quirks, bro is still superhuman. It's constantly what I think about when I think of Deku. I'm like, damn. Like, I mean, I guess to be fair, in the ending of My Hero, and spoilers, while we know that obviously Deku gets the proper, like, suit, he gets, he also, what's the word? He also, like, still was in, like, the top 99 heroes for stuff, even when he was just a teacher and didn't have his quirk.
To master it at his Hero Academia.
Say that again.
UA High.
Here he'd be inspired by girly pop Uraraka to turn his zero name into his hero name, becoming the Deku who always does his best.
Something that he may have taken too far.
When it came to saving people, Do Your Best here had a bad habit of putting others way before himself. Sure, everyone else was okay, but he'd be good for nothing all over again if he got himself paralyzed.
So to cut down on his hospital bill, he developed full cowling. Instead of using his quirk in short bursts, he would continuously spread the energy across his body at low percentages, using it for acrobatics inspired by Bakugo's explosive movements.
And with that new thinking came a new fighting style, shoot style. To use a stronger limb that'd be less.
I fucking love this frame so much, bro. It's like, wait, I keep breaking my arms. Wait, I have legs. Whoa, that blows my mind. It's just funny.
Likely to break. Deku took a page from Nerd Emoji Ida's book and switched to focusing on kicks to pack in more of a punch. Yeah.
And that power would be needed. After a climactic battle with All For One, All Might would be forced into retirement, just a few months into Deku's training. Now it was his turn to face this demon lord.
But he didn't have to do it alone. Just as All Might had passed One For All onto Deku, it had been passed onto All Might by his master, and onto her by her master. One For All was a power that was built upon for generations.
The quirks of the previous users of One For All manifested in Deku, along with their spirits, or vestiges, to help him in his battle against All For One.
Black Whip gives him energy tendrils to swing around and restrain foes. They can also brace his arms and manually control his muscles if he can't move.
Float allows him to soar high into the sky. By combining it with controlled blasts of pressurized air, he can effectively fly.
Danger Sense detects incoming threats and unease, letting Deku react in advance. Though it's mostly like an alarm bell and doesn't tell him specifics like location or number of threats. Familiar?
Smokescreen lets him, create a smokescreen. But he can use it at full blast to create a bigger smokescreen.
That's swell and all, but the real meat is in Fajin. After building up kinetic energy.
The thing that makes Deku broken, speed-wise. Like, at least, like, I don't religiously power scale, but I, like, look every once in a while on, like, versus battles. Fajin is literally the thing that, like, bumps Deku, like, up in tiers. Like, yeah, of course, One For All, obviously, but, like, still, like, it is, like, it's a Fajin that brings him, like, city level or higher, I think. Well, I guess to be fair, he's like, I don't know, the movie, it's really hard to scale Deku sometimes because the movies show him off doing a lot, especially the most recent movie. Like, damn, what is Deku's current scaling on versus Battle Wiki? I'm kind of curious. Hold on, let me look. Because I forget, I think it was, last I looked, I think it was like 6B, which is like city level, or like town, content level. Let's take a peek. Versus battle, we want Deku. Yeah, final act. High 6A with full cal, far higher with 100%, even higher with gear shift. So yeah, there isn't even like a full like time frame thing, like a full like listing. Yeah, it just really is interesting. Yeah. Oh, they really upgraded this website. There's like more now. Oh yeah, you wanna know a side tangent? This fucking child, I want you to take a guess what he scales. I need you to be honest. When you see this child, this child that you most likely know as Pika Fire from Smash Brothers, you want to guess how this fucker scales? You want to put that in context? You want me to put this in context? This is as strong as a Kirby cast character. Most Mario characters are Deku scale. Yeah, this motherfucker is. It's just like uh Anyways, just wanted to, and I'm gonna clarify. Like Lucas and like Lucas is at most thanks to a bomb, like 8A, like high 8, where Nintendo is just stuck in superhuman because Nerf.
Within his body, Deku can unleash it for bursts of strength and speed.
He's combined it with Black Whip to create the powerful Black Chain binding attack, and can use it in conjunction with Full Cowling to achieve foe 100%, equaling All Might's full level of power without any recoil.
He once used it to outspeed a bullet shot by Lady Nagan, a former hero turned villain who has a sniper rifle for an arm. I think I'm in love.
Nagant's bullet once crossed a distance of around 215 kilometers within a fraction of a second. That's 6,700 times faster than sound.
When I think of Lady Nagant, it also reminds me of a comic book, or a fan-made series. I think it's called My Villain Gang, where it's essentially one of, I would say, the better interpretations of a villain Deku that properly uses Deku's like battle IQ and strategy for stuff. It's genuinely really awesome. I think it's by Demon Gem. I don't know if the series is completed. I've been kind of watching for a bit, just try to see it if it does, but like, oh man. I really do like it a lot. It's really good. I think you can find them on there. I don't remember where you can find them, but I mean I know they have a Twitter. But still, it's just.
And Deku was moving so fast, the bullet seemed like it was standing still.
And he can go even faster than that with his final quirk, Gear Shift.
By touching a target, he can control its speed without abiding by the laws of inertia. He can slow down foes to leave them frozen in the air, or move so fast he can punch multiple times in an instant.
Even All For One's own protege Shigaraki couldn't track him, and this is a dude who can catch light speed lasers.
Deku can forcefully transfer the vestiges from One For All to an opponent to directly attack their soul, but he loses one of his quirks each time he does so. It requires they ingest some of his DNA, so like blood.
It does have a time limit though. After 5 minutes of continuing.
Oh yeah, we could probably do that episode too, because they also did Shigaraki versus Mahito from JJK, so we could probably do that. I might grab lunch and eat during that though.
Use, Deku's body will catch up to his speed, suffocating him as his cells become unable to take in oxygen.
Not nearly as bad as One For All was.
Unlocked One For All's full potential. Number 4th here. Yeah, this is him when he got the iron suit. Can hit you really hard. Yeah, you're not wrong. Defeat Shigaraki, gentle criminal. Survives the recoil of his attacks. Flew that much in under an hour. Yeah, that checks out. Dark Might's Fortress. Yeah, this is that really big feat I'm talking about. I understand it's the movie, but like here, the movie tends to like just juice kick the thing is though is that unlike most anime movies, well I say that, but like Chainsaw Man's doing their arcs as movies now, so Demon Slayer has their last one coming out soon, which is awesome. But maybe we can do that one later, but like, My Hero Academia, your next Deku versus Dark Might. Let me just take. Hopefully, I won't get copyright. Just wait for copyright for this. Where is the clip? The clip is. I think it's this one. Hold on, let me check. Oh, this is an AMV. I didn't realize. Oopsies. Oh well, it's fine. I'll just mute the music. Up there it is. Yeah, this one scene is what freaked everybody the fuck out power scaling wise for this man. Genuinely, look at that. Look at that. Genuinely, that everybody was freaking the fuck out about power scaling that man because of that one scene, pretty much.
Suffocating him though, he's been doing all of this shit in just the 10th grade. I hadn't even figured out you can breathe through your nose at that point.
Also, what's nuts is he's in like 10th grade. He's a 16-year-old kid doing this. Maybe not even 17, because like most of my hero literally happened within a year until like the last like couple chapters.
The pressure of having to save his friends, the country, the entire world weighed on Deku, so he left UA to fight this war alone.
Yes, Batman Deku. No. Vigilante Deku is seriously probably one of my favorite arcs from it too. Just taking a quick peek because I got some messages. Let me take a quick gander here. Um,
But alone was never where Deku fought best. Having come from nothing, his admiration for his peers gave him strength, just as they admired his strength and desire to help others.
Yeah.
Even Buck.
yeah. Yeah, Bakugo I never really liked at the beginning until later on when he actually started to atone. Then I was like, okay, I kind of get you. So yeah, that'll be at least cool. But sorry, I got caught off guard for something. What? Hold on, I want to look this up. Give me a sec here. What the fuck? Holy shit, finally. Anyways, let me just quickly. Anyways, yeah. But yeah, no, also, I want to say fun though, no, I like, if you want to check out something fun, there is a My Hero, and if you like stage plays, there is a My Hero Academia stage play. The full thing, I think some of them are archived to YouTube, but there is somebody, I forget what their name is, who has like a short series covering like, what are they called? Like a compilation of all four of them. I really hope I know that it's not probably gonna happen again, but I hope and pray there's a fifth one. I don't think there is going to be, but like I would love that.
Bakugo came around.
But it like covered each arc up to that point, or up to the point it stopped at, which I think it was whatever arc was before the overhaul stuff.
To him.
So when it came time to finally put that demon lord back in hell, his
I think it was before Muscular too. I don't remember.
classmates, teachers, mom, friends, enemy,
It was whenever that Deku finally got his like full cowling outfit.
and everyone else supported and cheered him on. Because that was the greatest threat to All for One's reign all along.
Not All Might, not Deku, not even One for All itself. Just people helping each other out. And with their help, Deku defeated All for One once and for all, blowing a hole in this huge storm and parting the skies for a brighter future.
Though he did lose his quirk and have to retire.
I want to clarify. I think they mentioned it, and I don't know if they'll mention this later on, but Deku doing that feat was with the embers of All for One. Keep in mind, that is after he transferred all of it to Shigaraki. I want to clarify that. That is, again, he was able to do that, and it left such an impact that even the United States had weather issues, had like some weather stuff because of it.
From hero work, getting a regular 9 to 5 as a teacher, passing on his knowledge to the next generation, just like every user of One for All before him.
Some might say he peaked in high school. If not for the sick new armor he eventually got to go back to kicking butt, he even made it all the way back near the top of the rankings.
All with the help of his friends. For so long as we keep reaching out our hands to help those in need, everyone can be a hero.
I want to say, I remember everybody was like freaking the fuck out. Hold on. I remember everybody was like teasing about the fact that like with Bakugo's pose and where his arm is on a Chaco. I remember that was like a big comment that everybody saw outside, like, oh look, he's touching ass. Whoa, the fandom was wrong. I'm glad the fandom. I'm glad that one of us agreed.
Hello, it's me, Store-Bought Benjamin. I know what you're asking.
Anyways,
Benjamin,
I don't care about
what are you
that,
wearing?
Dummy thing.
So I'm going to pause here for a couple minutes just in case if I miscalculated how long shorts would like the thing would take. So just to give a little bit of extra breathing time, take a quick peek here. Dang. Okay. All right. I think that'll be this one. Also, rest in peace to Jump Force.
All right, the combatants.
I do actually.
Are set, and we've run
I
the.
do actually have Jump Force in my Steam library. Would you guys be interested if I tackled Jump Force as like a one-off, kind of like what I did for like Deku's birthday, where I did Ultra Rumble and or whatever the other My Hero game is. I'm drawing a blank on Heroes like One's Heroes Justice 2 or whatever. Also, there's that new My Hero game that covers the Final War arc. Would you guys be interested if I did that as well? I don't remember when that's coming out. It looks good, but again, it most likely would just be a one-off if I did. So we'll see. Ultimately, leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe. Also, I stream Monday through. I usually stream Monday through Thursday. Usually after 7 p.m. CST. I think that's like 8 p.m. EST. So if you want to catch one of my streams, I think next stream or next like guaranteed stream is Monday, which is Super Mario Odyssey. Maybe with a little bit of Hollow Knight afterwards, because we have Silk Song coming out soon, finally. Yeah, if you want to go catch those, please absolutely do. As I am mildly fun as I get my ass kicked over and over again by Watcher Knights. But there always is a possibility I do streams on weekends. It's usually not planned. It's usually more of a spring and moment thing, but like Monday through Thursday is what I will always be streaming, and I always make sure to leave on my Twitter. It's just the username here. What my streaming plans are, since I don't have a public Discord yet. Otherwise, I mean, you can always just catch me on streams. I usually will say what the next day is.
Data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Hell yeah, brother. Oh yeah, this is animated by Moro, who we previously did, and it's not uploaded to this channel, but it's uploaded to the VOD's channel, Indie Cross, which I'm tempted to edit and move that episode to this VOD channel, or to this React channel. I'm not sure. We'll see ultimately how I feel. But yeah, so like I love Moro stuff. We'll probably also react to Bowser vs. Eggman as well, because that's also Moro, and God, Moro is just amazing. I'm also an animation nerd, so like I'm gonna geek the fuck out of this because he does God.
Huh?
I like her saying.
Yo! You're more man and less spider than usual.
Is Deku's hair? I can't tell if Deku's hair is 3D or 2D. If that is 2D, it's not clipping like the body is. Cause I'm pretty positive. At least I've seen like the pictures online. Yeah, no, that his hair. I think his hair is 2D. That's fucking nuts. I would have expected 3D, but no, that's. Yeah.
Whoa! I was looking for you. Care to show me what you can do?
All right, new guy. First lesson: don't watch the mouth. Watch the hands.
Now watch mine, Delaware! Smash!
Let's try that one more time. Guess who?
I can't use my full power here. Gotta take this somewhere else. Oh, gross!
You got skills, man. I like that. Oh, mierda.
I saw QR code. I have a feeling I think I know what it is. If anybody wants to scan that QR code and let me know if it's what I think it is, yeah, if you want to scan the QR code and let me know what I think it is, I think I know what that is. Let me know. Comment below.
I'm sure that you're all might, but I'm running away at the right place. With all that murderous stuff on Fanboy, you already lost. You should take the hit.
I moved us to an abandoned part of the city so we can go all out! Because I always do my best!
Wish I could afford.
Touch will stun you, run you down, and stuff you like some black fellas and Timbs. Never forget that I'm him.
If I'm gonna do my best,
Oh yeah.
do
looks
my
so
own thing.
good. Also, oh god, that France looks so good. It looks so good.
Sarah was right! Your quirk is amazing!
I think it's Sarah, but yeah. Like, which is funny, because I think in the series it actually states, like, oh yeah, Sarah was a big fan of a certain web slinger, so it's like, oh yeah, this is a cute little nod. We've also seen Hori actually draw, like, Spider-Man, too, which is, like, amazing to think about.
Amazing is my buddy. They call me the ultimate Spider-Man.
His suit has shock absorption, not nullification!
I like that fun quote parallel, that's really funny. It references All Might versus, the Nomu, where he's like, hey, you said he has shock absorption, not nullification, so that means he has a limit.
So, it's got a limit!
Oh, yeah. God, I love that the explosions are web-shaped. Whose move is that? What anime move is that?
Saito. Death Smash!
Go beyond!
Bro got fisted to death, but damn, I always love seeing 100% Falx Deku. Ouch, a big web. So wait. Oh wait, I think it's manga panels now. Oh my god, it's manga panels.
Spider-Man,
Does that mean that Deku won?
you really are the ultimate.
Does that mean that Deku won?
KO!
Yeah,
Vaya
it has
con
to. Deku
Dios,
still won.
Aranya Hoven.
Let's start by talking about their superpowers, which matched up quite evenly. Unsurprisingly, given the not-so-subtle inspiration for Deku's quirks, though they did have some edges over the other.
The Spider Sense gave Miles more insight on his surroundings and threats than Danger Sense, which has been worked around before.
This meant Miles's invisibility
Because Danger Sense functions on if the opponent has bad intent, which is why he couldn't track Toga, because Toga literally just was like, oh, I love you, Deku, I don't want... It's just her way of showing love, pretty much.
was harder for Danger Sense to detect when he wasn't attacking, while the Spider Sense's radar system allowed him to find Deku in a smokescreen. But Izuku's other quirks granted him advantages of his own.
Float was a lot more mobile than Webs, and Fajin gave a bigger boost in strength than Venom did. Since both had some advantages and disadvantages, we're gonna call superpowers a tie.
Next up, speed. Scaling to Peter, Miles could dodge light speed attacks, which actually outpaced Izuku moving faster than that sniper bullet. Fortunately for Deku,
Oop, I missed a note. While Venom is effective against genetic mutants, it can be resisted with those of high durability or pain tolerance, such as the Ultimate Green Goblin. Deku has withstood electric attacks from Shigaraki and 9. Which, by the way, 9 is like, you know, like Hajime, like, Zero Kamakura? Which, actually, nobody probably knows what that is. Basically a guy with lots of quirks as well. Funnily enough, he shares the same voice actor as Broly, but also Hajime Hinata, who is, you know, Zero Kamakura. Which is another matchup I would love to see if it wasn't a very big stomp for Deku. But even with Venom Strike, did paralyze Deku. He could puppet his body with Overlay. Yeah, Overlay, aka Carnage, is what the creator wanted to call it, but you know, copyright.
though, that wasn't his best.
Thanks to Gear Shift, Deku could speed himself up to match Miles the same way he did to the light-catching
Deku looks so adorable in that
Shigaraki. Even worse for Spidey, one touch from Gear Shift could freeze him in place and make dodging totally impossible. So speed goes to Deku.
As for skill, Deku was incredibly talented at analyzing.
Yeah, Deku is a beast on the battlefield. This guy, like, genuinely, I probably sound like Deku's biggest fanboy, and I understand that, but, like, Deku has such an insane battle IQ that he can literally plan on the fly. Like, that's nuts. He can strategize and change. He can change his strategy as time
opponent's
goes.
abilities and coming up with strategies on the fly.
But Miles' powers and fighting style gave Deku few immediate openings.
Deku may have received more formal training at UA, but he was ultimately only active in hero work for a little under a year.
Meanwhile, Miles has been handling everything from
Miles has been trained by Captain America, Colin Wing, Misty Knight, and Black Panther. While his training is arguably not as intensive as Deku's full-time study at UA, he's not inexperienced by any means. Yeah.
neighborhood crooks to multiverse-ending gods for significantly longer.
It's close, but with his greater experience, skill goes to Miles, and that means the biggest deciding factor is raw strength.
And that was no contest. Miles absorbing the energy of that bomb was nothing to scoff at, but overwhelming power is what One For All is all about.
When Deku defeated All For One, the energy needed to part those clouds with his punch had a yield of 362 billion tons of TNT, smashing the bomb Miles absorbed out of the water.
But it wasn't as simple as that. Miles is wearing a vibranium suit after all, so the question wasn't necessarily who was stronger, it was if Miles' suit was tough enough to continuously absorb Deku's blows.
When the Falcon protected New York from that city-destroying blast, it had a yield of 546 megatons. Impressive.
Miles' bomb absorption feat was nearly fatal. Furthermore, that big number yield for vibranium durability was a high-end calculation. The energy simply to render New York inhabitable is far less. Even analyzed generously, Miles' strength and armor is much weaker than One For All.
But Deku defeating All For One was still over 600 times stronger than Vibranium's limit.
And Deku did that with One For All's embers, not the full package.
And remember, the Vibranium in Miles' suit was much thinner than what Falcon and Black Panther had, making it unlikely it could absorb as strong of a blast.
It's there to provide more protection, sure, but there was no way it could survive all of what Deku could dish out.
In this superpowered battle, it was Izuku's overwhelming speed and immense strength that made him the winning hero.
And the morales of the story is...
the winner is Deku.
Next time on Death Battle.
Alright, cool. So yeah, that was that death battle. Yeah, again, I loved it very much when I saw it. Genuinely really cool. Yeah, no, genuinely just really awesome stuff. Again, Moro did amazing as usual. Yeah, no, so I think next we'll probably do, and I'll record these separately. We'll do, there's a lot of death battles I really want to react to. Some new and a good handful of old, just because it'd be fun. So I might just honestly do that for the next like couple reacts, honestly. Just because it'd be interesting. So yeah, I think for now I'll call this here. So thank you everybody for watching. And again, I live stream these reacts are usually live stream just really any day. But anyways, I usually stream Monday through Thursday after 7 p.m. CST or 8 p.m. Eastern time. So if you want to pop in and say hi that you came from the Reacts channel, that's awesome. Otherwise, I do have a VODs channel that has all current VODs as I have been streaming since June of this year. So please absolutely swing by. And thank you so much for watching, everybody. Bye-bye.